What is that?
Whoa! What is going on, y'all boys? It's Kam Joseph. It's another video, and today the top 10 tips you need to prepare for high school football as a freshman. Now, before this video gets started, you right there, why aren't you subscribed yet? Hit that like button right now because I'm about to lay down some facts. I've talked to my trainer, I've talked to the coaches, I've talked to my teammates, I've talked to multiple people about these tips that I can give to y'all that will help you as upcoming freshmen or sophomores. Even these tips will benefit everybody. I'm telling you right now, I'm about to spit some facts in this video. So before this video gets started, make sure y'all hit that like button right now. And if y'all enjoy the video or love this content, make sure y'all stay to the end, subscribe. Comment down below what class you are. Like, what grade are you going into this year? Are you gonna be a freshman? Are you gonna be a sophomore, a junior, senior? These tips can help anybody because it doesn't matter what grade you in. If you a baller, you a baller. And if you subscribe to this channel, you obviously a baller. Make sure y'all stay to the end because I will have a tip for anybody that's transferring, that's trying to leave their school, that wants to go to a different school, that's confused on what school they should go to. But stay to the end if you guys want to hear the tip about that.
Through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me.
Man, hey, let's get into it with tip number 1.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking now.
Get to know the coaches before you get into the school. Now, I don't mean recruiting is not allowed, but just when you're registering for the school and stuff like that, as soon as your 8th grade year is over, you should be talking to the high school coach, to the high school you're going to, because this will really help you get to know the coach. Because I didn't even know there were summer practices. I didn't know what JV, varsity, freshman, none of that were. But because I knew the coaches before I stepped into the school, I made JV when there was a freshman, JV, and varsity. And at the end of the year, of my freshman year, I made varsity and played the last couple of games. If y'all want some tips to how you can make varsity as a freshman, comment them down below. Hey, you just want to make sure you know the coach, build a relationship with your position coach, and just try to get to know the coaches. Because if you know the coaching staff, you're already ahead of most of the freshmen there, and you want to be ahead of your class. And I was ahead of my class because I did this. We had 7-on-7s going on, we had stuff like that, and I was here practicing with the JV players, which were like sophomores and juniors, when I was only one of the few freshmen on JV. Let's move on to tip number 2.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking now.
School before sports. If you do not do well in the classroom, you will not play on the field. I don't want to tell you how important school is. My teammates was telling me in the group chat when I texted them any ideas for this video, they were like, bro, I just wish I did better my freshman year for grades because they're struggling right now. See, that's what a lot of people do. They don't do well their freshman year. You have to focus on school. You have to get your grades up. Try to get at least above a 3.0 GPA. If you need tutoring, get tutoring. If you need help, talk to your coaches. Make sure you have a good relationship with your teachers when coming into high school, because if you get on the wrong side of your teachers and you have a 69 and you need that one more point, that teacher that has your back, they're just going to give you that extra credit. Or you could talk to them and try to complete another assignment. You need to build these relationships with your teachers if you want to be a good athlete. You got to do things like this if you want to be a successful athlete. Tips like this don't only apply for football players. These could go for any sport. Weightlifting, wrestling, anything, bro. Basketball, soccer, anything, bro. You just got to talk to your teachers and build a relationship with them. Let's move on to tip number 3.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking now.
Never show up late. Always show up early. You want to make a good impression to these coaches. You don't want to be showing up late to the first summer workouts, to the practices, and you don't want to show up late to the fall practices because you're out there hanging around with your friends trying to impress the girls. Listen, my practice started at 3 o'clock. School ended at 2:50. You had 10 minutes to get to practice. Stop trying to fool around in the hallways with your girlfriend. It's football time. Get in the locker room, get dressed, and be outside. If you want to leave a good impression with these coaches, because these coaches be debating on whether you should start or not. And if they see a player like you showing up late all the time, why are they going to start a player that has no discipline, that shows up to practice late all the time? You're a baller on the field, but you don't listen. What coach wants to start that? The college recruiters look at that. They talk to your coach. Yeah, he's a baller. This kid's a baller, but he just doesn't have any discipline. He doesn't show up to practice at all. He doesn't listen to his teachers. He doesn't get good grades. Recruiters out. You gotta listen to your teachers. You got to show up to practice early. Be a disciplined player. And I'm just telling you guys this out of love. I want to give you these tips because I wish I knew some of this stuff my freshman year. I can't change the past, but what I can do is help you guys to give you these tips so you can do well when you're going into 9th ninth grade, going into 10th grade. Underclassmen, this stuff is important. But anyways, let's move on to tip number 4.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking now.
Tip number 4, weightlifting is very important. Weightlifting is very important. You want to get stronger. The weight room should be your best friend. Ever since quarantine, I've lost a bunch of my muscle mass. I can't go to the gym. I always have to watch my sisters, so I got to do the body weight I can at home. My season starts Monday, and I got to do what I can right now. My season starts the 21st, the day after my birthday. If you're not doing well in the weight room, you're not going to be strong on the field, and you're going to be injured easily. I'm not going to say his name, but his name, let's say Jeffrey. My dog Jeffrey, he was doing some lifts in the weight room, but he just wasn't doing his shoulders. So you know what happened? He popped his collarbone. That's what happened. So make sure y'all do well in the weight room. I was blessed with an amazing weightlifting coach. By the way, if you guys don't know, I am still a junior in high school. Coach Stuckey. This man is amazing. He cares about his football players. Join the weightlifting class. Join the weightlifting team. Be in the weight room somehow. Eat more. Work out. Protein, eat food, eat school, double lunch. That's what you got to do. I was eating double lunch every day. School lunch mess of taste nasty, but I needed to gain this weight. I was eating during school lunch. They're like, ew, he eating double lunch, ew. So what? I want to get better at football. I'm getting better. I don't care about what you think. I'm going to buy my double lunch, eat that good food, and I'm going to gain weight and go to the weight room and get stronger. Don't care about what these people think. You just got to grind. It's between you and God. It is what it is. That's all. Don't just be fooling around in the weight room. Actually work out. Make sure y'all surround yourself with the right people. And what I just said brings me on to the next tip. Tip number 5.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking now.
Watch the crowd you hang around. Hang around with the right crowd of people. Don't hang around with those kids that just be smoking. Don't hang around with those kids that just be fooling around. Hey, fun story. My freshman year, I was in PE class. I was hanging around with these kids I knew in middle school. We was up in the bleachers, joking around. This, that. My weightlifting coach, he looks at me and he talks to one of my players, and they tell him like, bro, you can't be hanging around with these kids and stuff like that. That was the last time I hang around with those kids. And what are those kids doing now? A couple of them dropped out. A couple of them had to leave the state because they got involved with gang violence, stuff like that. So I'm blessed that my coach told me to leave that crowd and find a new group. I was hanging by myself, and I went with my football players. So make sure you guys are surrounded with the right crowd and don't let these people distract you. And that brings us on to tip number 6.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking now.
I know it's hard to believe, guys. I know it's very hard to believe, but I struggle attracting women in high school. The thing is, like, I'm such a good man that they don't deserve me. That's not the point of the video. That's not the point of the video. Don't let these little girls distract you, bro. They don't seriously like you, bro. They just like you because you're a football player. That's all, bro. You're a football player. You play on the varsity team. They like you because of that. You play for JV. Even if you do, that's fine. Keep working out, bro. Tom Brady, he didn't start on his freshman team. So if Tom Brady can do that, imagine what you can do. Have confidence in yourself and have a good relationship with God. We're talking about that in our next point, tip number 7. Make sure you stay around for that. But you got somewhere you want to go. Some of these high school kids don't even have goals. You have a goal. D1, you want to go to NFL. You want to make it out for your family. You got to make it out for your mom. You got to grind for your mom. You can't let these little girls distract you, get one pregnant, knock one up, make a mistake, stuff like that. I'm saying this to you guys because I love you. This is tough love. You guys got to stay focused on your grind and keep your relationship with God in check. If you guys don't know already, I'm a Christian. I love God. Jesus Christ is my savior. Straight like that. I had a TikTok where I had 50K followers, and I'll preach the gospel to people, and I also post football content on there. But I'm taking a break from that to focus on YouTube for a little bit. I love y'all. I gotta show y'all more support because I wasn't doing that before, but I gotta do this for y'all. That brings us to tip number 7.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking now.
MVP, mindset, belief, and prayer. I should make this a thing on my channel. The mindset. You gotta have that mindset that even if I fail today, bro, that God is still with me. My receivers, if you drop that pass, don't forget about it. Have short-term memory. Your mindset as a player is the most important thing you need to have. Your mindset, this right here, will determine whether you make it or not. Forget your height. Forget any of that. This right here will determine whether you make it or not. Those days where you don't feel like grinding, you gotta push yourself, y'all boys. You gotta get up and just keep going. That's what you gotta do. Whatever you believe, bro, believe it to its full extent. Make sure you take care of your relationship with God. I read my Bible daily, bro. Guys, this is what you will have for the rest of your life. With Jesus Christ is the most important thing in your life, bro. Whatever religion you believe in, this is for my Christians. Your relationship with Christ is forever. This football stuff is temporary. You got to focus on your relationship with Christ, but you have to have that mindset that, you know what I do? I do this for God. Before every game and before every practice, I would make sure I get on one knee and I would pray to God. And listen, when I started doing it, my teammates, and we started having a prayer group that would come before practice, end of practice, I would have other people pray. That's amazing, bro. That's progress. That's beautiful right there, bro. Just everybody giving glory to God on the team. I play the sport to give God glory. That's my goal. Inspire people and be like, yes, bro, this is what God did for me. I gave him glory through the sport I play, how he worked in my life. Look at how he stayed faithful to God, and look at what God did for him. First of all, let me get this straight. It's not about what God does for you. This is a relationship, bro. The Bible's not about us. It's about what Jesus did for us and what he did on the cross. We're sinners. It's straight like that. Jesus don't owe us anything. God don't owe us anything, but he still loves us to his full extent, bro. John 3:16, for the Lord sent his one and only son. For those who believe him will not perish but have everlasting life. Keep your relationship with God in check. Let's move on to tip number 8, which is also about your mindset.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they'll
Have a dog mentality. Don't be afraid to take somebody's position, especially the people on varsity. Don't take it easy, bro. You have to have this dog mentality. This person right here, I'm about to destroy this man for 4 straight quarters. I want to make it somewhere. Don't be friends with the corner in the game. I'm getting better at it to not be all buddy on the field. I'm gonna lay you out. I love Jesus, but I'm gonna lay you out on the field and dap you up after the game. Good job, bro. I may pick you up during the game after I knock you out. All love though. I got somewhere I want to be. I want it more than you, so I'm gonna work harder than you. I'm gonna give 120% on every play. Don't be afraid to take up another person's position on varsity. That means, bro, just because they're your friend doesn't mean you have to take it easy for them. You know, bro, you my dog. You can have the position. No, you want the position. Also, don't be letting these seniors bully you, bro. Stand up for yourself. If they see you have that dog mentality, bro, don't let them push you on in practice. Push through, bro. Just ask God to give you strength to push through these tough situations, bro. It doesn't matter what sport you play. Have that dog mentality that you got to destroy the person in front of you. But let's move on to tip number 8.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they'll
Play multiple sports. Now, the thing about this is colleges love seeing when you play multiple sports. Oh, he plays football. That's cool. Wait, he plays track. He does weightlifting. He does wrestling. Play multiple sports. I played track, and I didn't do weightlifting because I had the class. So, like, I guess I didn't see the reason of me having to do weightlifting. If you're a skilled position player, join track. Do track. It will get you faster. Track will help you out. And if you are a lineman, do weightlifting, bro. Make sure y'all be multi-sport athletes. But, hey, you just got to push through whatever adversity comes to you. You just got to ask God to give you strength and push through this obstacle in front of you. Have tunnel vision. Oh, I don't see you. Ooh, I don't see you. I only see my goal. That brings us to tip number 10. We're at the final tip, and I got y'all.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they'll
Number 10, learn how to face adversity, bro. I went through adversity of my team being 2-8. I hated it. My team didn't want it. They wasn't grinding. They just didn't want it that much. We had an O-line that didn't feel like blocking. They didn't want to play football that bad. They were student athletes, not athletic students. So they didn't really care about football that much. I did what I could with the receptions I got. I only had 9 receptions last season, but my stats last season does not determine the player I am this season. I will work as hard as I can this season, and I will not allow my team to go 2-8 this year. You guys need to have that mindset. Don't let the adversity you went through before determine your outcome. Even if my team doesn't do well this year, guess who's still there with me? God. And I know he has my back through everything. And you guys just have to realize that no matter how many times you fail, you just got to keep getting up. Just don't let this adversity push you down. Because look, for my Christians again, God is right there by your side. Jesus didn't die on that cross for no reason. Those sins you struggle with every day, he's there for you. He's there to forgive you, bro. Just keep your relationship with Christ in check. And when you fall down, he's going to be there to pick you up. All you got to do is talk to God, bro. Just keep your relationship with him in check, bro. And God is going to be there for you, bro. God is always there for you. I love y'all. That's why I'm telling you these things. You got any other videos you guys want me to make? I got you. I will give you guys any tips that you need because I got y'all. We all have goals. We all got somewhere to be. I want to make it to the NFL. I want big things I want to do. I want to never work another job in my life. I have multiple goals I have. But hey, I'm not going to let any adversity push me down. And even if I do fail, I know God's going to be right there to pick me up. And then we just going to keep going. That brings us on to the extra tip I was going to give you to guys. The school you go to does not determine how good you are. Be wise which school you play for. God told me to come to this school. I don't understand why I'm at the school I'm at, but God told me to stay and come here. You guys want to pick the right school. Don't pick a school because they were state champions last year. You don't even know if you'll start there. I appreciate y'all boys for staying to the end to watch this video. I will post the next video possibly either the next week or in 3 days. I'm trying to grind for y'all. I'm trying to do this for y'all. I love y'all boys, so I'm gonna keep pushing myself for y'all. I love this YouTube stuff. It's something I want to keep doing in the future. But anyways, I love y'all boys. Peace out. I'm gonna see y'all boys next one. Kam 25 signing out.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you